War. War never changes. Especially, it seems, the war between Bethesda and its fan base. I started playing Fallout 76 3 months ago. I've got 1,104 hours in it. And I wanted to achieve this in the game.
Huh.
We see the New California Republic soldier take down an Alpha Deathclaw with one shot. Beautiful. I started playing Fallout 76 after seeing that. And I said, you know what? That's my goal for this game. That's what I want to do. If you can do that in the world of Fallout, that's what I want to do. And so you spend 3 months learning the complicated perk system, learning how to mod weapons, how to do everything you've got to do to learn to mod the weapons, to put everything together in such a combination that will allow you to achieve your end goal, which in my case was to, as a stealth character, take down Deathclaws or similar in one shot without bats. Right, very, very important that bats is not used. Why? I feel like bats is a handicap. It's a cheat. It's continued to be kept in the Fallout games since it was invented for Fallout 3. I'm gonna have to. Excuse me. Okay. It's continued to be kept in Fallout 3 because, in my mind, Bethesda wants to put their particular slant on the world of Fallout that is uniquely their own, and they've decided that bats is going to be that thing. But bats should not even be in the world of Fallout ever to begin with, period. And here's why. It was created to overcome the limitations of a poor engine. Google will tell you. Yes, the Vault-Tec assisted targeting system was developed for Fallout 3 primarily because Bethesda's team realized their engine was not capable of delivering high-quality real-time shooting, and they wanted a way to bridge the gap between action RPG and the turn-based nature of the original game. It'll tell you the engine has technical limitations. Fallout 3 was built on the Game Bureau engine, the same engine used for Oblivion, not the Creation engine, which was introduced later with Skyrim. The developers recognized they could not create shooting on par with contemporary shooters like Call of Duty. Lack of proper aiming. A major technical limitation was the lack of iron sights, which led to the developers creating VATS as a makeshift solution to make combat engaging. So they're telling you right here, the engine was no good. It was just the wrong choice. You know, it had limitations. They should have never been trying to do with what they did with that engine. But they created VATS to overcome the limitations of the engine. It was never a thing in the world of Fallout. And it shouldn't have continued to be a thing in the world of Fallout. As soon as they came out with Fallout 4, they fixed those problems. right? It was using a proper creation engine and not the Gamebryo engine. They should have never had those kind of problems. They didn't have those kind of problems, and so Fallout 4 was a pleasure to play without VATS. Fallout 76 should be the same way. So they gave us these wonderful tools, the explosive mod and the two-shot mod, legendary mods. They're legendary. What makes them legendary? They're the best of the best. That's what makes them legendary. The explosive mod did 100% extra damage. And because the two-shot mod adds an entire extra projectile to the system, it, like the first projectile, does double damage. 100% extra damage. They were legendary. They lived up to the name, legendary. So now what does Bethesda do? They nerf explosive and two-shot, and now you only get 25% bonus? What? That's not legendary. You can do that with a regular mod. Well, and there are other ways to do that. What? What is this? Legendary mod is not legendary anymore by any stretch of the imagination? Why would they do that? Well, people were finding ways to progress in the game and be happy with the game and to achieve their goals without using VATS. And apparently Bethesda just couldn't have this. They couldn't handle this. So they say, well, you know what? We're a multi-billion-dollar company. We don't care about our fans. We're just going to screw you because we want you to play the game, excuse me, the way we want you to play our game, not the way you want to play our game. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's just a huge slap in the face. We're coming off of a double XP weekend where I was able to finally grind to level 300 to unlock my next legendary perk card so I can get the right perks in order to one-shot the super mutants at West Tech. And now I can't. The stealth system is also ruined because even if the NPCs don't see me or hear me, if one other NPC somewhere sees me or hears me, the rest of them will come running. They know exactly where I am. That's not a normal thing. If an NPC is in another room, a couple of rooms down, they would never hear or see me sneak up to and with my explosive stealth rifle shoot a guy. You know, they would never see that. They would never come running for that. And then of course I can go continue my stealth and sneak around and get the next guy in line, you know? As it should be. But now, not only have they seriously nerfed the damage that my weapons are doing, they've ruined stealth. The mechanic that allowed me to achieve my goals. So what do you do? You've got your perception maxed out, right? You've got no more points you can put anywhere. And they nerf these things. I don't know how to go past that. I can't magically create perk points they won't let me have and unlock new cards to gain extra abilities to improve what they nerfed. I don't know how to overcome this. I don't know how to get back where I was. And the question is, do I want to spend 3 months again trying to do it, knowing Bethesda just can rip it out from under me at any time? Well, the answer is not no, but hell no. I mean, I had a great time, excuse me, playing Fallout 3 over the last 3 months. I was looking forward to making lots of videos, excuse me, about camps and showing off different camps and whatnot, and maybe a little of my gameplay and whatnot. Just something unique that a lot of people aren't doing. I figured, I could show off some camps. I'd call it Flat Earth Guy Explorers Fallout 76. That was the name of the series. And I've got the videos recorded. I just don't have them edited and uploaded. But I've got at least 20 different videos in the hopper waiting to come out to really give this channel a good start. Do I really want to do that now? Do I want to put the work in to do that? When Bethesda can just act like a bunch of Karens and say, oh no, we're not going to let you play your way. You got to play our way. And just screw everything, screw all my progress again? Just throw it out the window? Is this something I want to see happen? Heck no. At this point, the game is pretty old now. It's over 10 years old. Bethesda has a habit of doing this. If you search back in history, every time they've created a way people can start to get ahead and progress and be happy with the game, they nerf it. It's a pattern. It happens over and over and over again, and people are sick of it. At this point, the community should demand what the sunset strategy is for this game. And will we be able to play the game offline when the sunset is activated? Because that's what we need. That's the only thing I believe that will save this game, is make it a proper first-person single-player game and take it offline. Because what we don't want is we don't want Bethesda's involvement in the game anymore. We don't want them making changes anymore. They're not making updates to fix things that are clearly broken. They're changing things because someone at Bethesda gets a hair up their butt and says, we don't like the way players are doing this. Let's change it. That's retarded. When you play a Bethesda game, you get used to the perk system. You get used to what everything can do, what the armor can do, what the weapons can do, what their capabilities are, and how to put things together in a way where you can achieve your goals. But you can do that, sure, in Fallout 4 with no problem, because you know what to expect. You know when you log in tomorrow, when you boot up the game tomorrow, it's not going to change. You don't have that guarantee anymore with this game. They just change it whenever they feel like it, however they feel like it. And it's not something players want. It's certainly not needed. And it just hurts everybody. It makes people want to stop playing the game. It makes people have hurt feelings towards Bethesda. And I would say by extension Microsoft, but everybody hates Microsoft, and for good reason. They're a bunch of tyrants, and everybody knows it. But, now the tyrants own one of our favorite gaming companies and, our favorite games. So, what do you expect? So, yeah, we need a sunset plan. We need them to tell us what it is, set a date, and stick to it, and do it. And just do it. I believe that's the only thing that's going to save this game. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day, everyone.